Good morning. I am Devan Herrik. I would like to take a moment today to thank you and to honor you, our congregation of Markham Woods Presbyterian Church, and our friends. Over 2 years ago, in March of 2018, I met with Pastor Wendorf about potential Eagle projects that I could do for our church. I came up with some simple projects that would have made Markham Woods Presbyterian Church aesthetically more pleasing. After further discussion, we both realized that they would be relatively temporary, and we both wanted something more permanent that would last. Pastor Joe then brought up something that has forever changed my life. He asked me if I would be interested in building a 12-foot by 20-foot covered stage. He stated it was something that many of you have wanted back by the fire pit for a long time. This project was even offered to the same scouts who originally formed Boy Scout Troop 263 inside Markham Woods Presbyterian many years ago. They all turned it down due to its difficulty, vigor, and intensity. I immediately accepted his offer, putting myself to face the challenge, albeit completely out of my comfort zone. Little did I know how much I was in for, and how I would be repeatedly tested in my abilities and my faith to build it. That summer, I got the project proposal approved with Central Florida Council as my Eagle project, as all Eagle Scouts must do. This was the first of many challenges I had to face. They almost did not approve of it, because who in the right mind would allow a kid with no construction experience to build a professional permanent structure? This is where our congregation first helped me. A member of the church and a partner in an architectural firm drew the initial concept drawings, which got this extremely ambitious project through the council. With the initial preliminaries out of the way, I began to get a hold of some permittable blueprints for the project to get them permitted for Seminole County. This proved to be far more difficult than anyone predicted, even the professionals. However, you all were there, constantly supporting me, and during this unfortunate complication that took about 8 months as I was getting dangerously close to my 18th birthday. While the county was getting their act together, I had planned and upheld my Eagle Project fundraiser that ended up being a holiday-themed dinner with live music from our very own praise team and a spectacular performance by the Hungarian kids dance team that is based out of our church. This was the first of many gracious gifts given to our project from you. With the initial fundraiser, we were able to pay for multiple big-ticket items that made the structure as stable and as structurally sound as it is now, with almost 10 cubic yards of concrete underneath it and a foundation that is set in stone. After a few weeks of building and inspections, taking a while, as well as underestimating materials costs and volunteer labor hours, the funds were drying up, so I turned back to our congregation for help, and to my amazement, we fundraised enough to complete the lower deck of the structure in time for the 2019 Christmas Yule log ceremony out by the fire pit, and for the first time, we used the stage. It was fantastic seeing the uncovered stage out there crowded with singers and performers. It almost seemed like they found themselves with too much room and gravitated themselves towards each other to get warm. The holidays came and went, and the people who were building this with me took a much-needed break to enjoy the holidays, and it allowed me to tie up loose ends with scouts. When we got back, we were ready to build the last steps to finish the structure. Our congregation again donated the last financial gifts that I needed to allow me to finish the praise pavilion. We finally completed the roof while encountering some more challenges. However, in the end, we prevailed. Ultimately, together, we were able to fundraise over $10,000 after a lot of wheeling, dealing, and a whole bunch of donated supplies and time. The structure ended up costing about $8,700. The extra money is already donated to the church for upkeep, and dare I say, is there a possibility for electricity in the Praise Pavilion's future? The final cost of the Praise Pavilion does not include the large donations from multiple professional construction companies that came to approximately $5,300 worth of services, free materials, and significant cost reductions on materials over and above what we spent. That also does not include the Saturdays and free specialized labor that these companies and volunteers provided. I am very soon off to Embry-Riddle in Prescott, Arizona to get my degree in aeronautical engineering, while being an active participant in Air Force ROTC and racking up hours in a fixed-wing aircraft, because someday I hope to be a commercial pilot. There are way too many companies and people from this church that helped me build this structure to identify all of them. If I had time, I would thank each and every one of you individually. It is therefore my honor to dedicate the Markham Woods Praise Pavilion to you, our congregation and friends of Markham Woods Presbyterian Church. Enjoy. That's it.